It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nitz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8.
Yellow, attack! I go up, yellow, I go down. Hey, 57, color, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Nix to the air. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, 31 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Operating from the gun is Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Broncos 10, Chiefs 7.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Right here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
15.
They'll give right side for Pacheco. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bucker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Nix. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now it's Nix. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 68 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stopped short of the sticks, and that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12, operating from the 39. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A game there of 30 big ones. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Dobbins. He is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field?
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll be caught by Rice. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
32. Chiefs 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Hey, 57, yellow. 180.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Chiefs 29.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Nix to the air.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. That is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And the Chiefs are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This is 1st and 10. To the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
39, Chiefs 36.
the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 43, yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Easy.
Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Pacheco. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. With a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.